Under the lights tonight from Surprise, Arizona. We're at Surprise Stadium. The Kansas City Royals hosting your back-to-back world champion Los Angeles Dodgers. Andy Paez getting set to lead things off for the Dodgers tonight. Kyle Tucker will be in his second spot in the batting order. Santiago Espinal at first base tonight, hitting third. Dalton rushing, then Alex Freeland. Nick Senzel at third. Jack Suwinski makes his first TV appearance, but his second spring appearance. And Haesung Kim will bat eighth at shortstop tonight. And Mike Sirota, one of the Dodgers' young and top prospects, getting the start. Veteran Aaron Sanchez will get the start tonight. And he is a guy trying to make a comeback. This one ready to start. Good look at the home plate circle.
Well, first time we've seen green batter's boxes.
They won't be green for long once the guys start digging them up. We'll see how long the paint lasts. But anyway, we're ready to go. Andy's had a good spring so far. 1 home run, 6 runs batted in. Playing center field again tonight, and Aaron Sanchez turns and delivers. And the first pitch of the game outside ball 1 for Stadium.
And trying to find a baseball in that sun.
Payoff pitch from Sanchez. And Andy lifts it to the right side of the mound. Sanchez makes the catch. There's 1 away.
Well, that's what you call getting jammed, folks.
Dodgers the favorite to win the division again in the National League West. And that ball smacked to right field. It's hooking, and it's going to go off the bullpen wall. Tucker around first. He is into second with his first double of spring training. 2-base hit, Kyle Tucker.
So if you look at the bat speed, he's not someone that goes up and trying to hit the ball 5,000 feet on every swing. But put it into play. The other part, too, we continue to talk about is the stolen bases. You know, you've got speed. Doesn't necessarily have to steal bases.
Leads at second. And a ground ball off the glove of Sanchez. He's going to get it to first just in time. That's a heck of a defensive play by the Royals pitcher.
Oh, that's just showing athleticism right off the get-go, and it allows Tucker to scamper over to third base. This is just a big league play. Not only getting a glove on it, but then that slide actually got in position where he could turn and make the throw. During the telecast, you know it's a long game.
That's right. Rushing walks. And he'll head down to first. Dodgers with runners at the corners. Follow. Swing and a miss. Curveball. That does it for the Dodgers. They leave 2 men, get 1 hit. Here comes Roki Sasaki to start the bottom of the first. Jonathan India leads off for the Royals, the second baseman, and big league veteran Starling Marte now with the Royals. In right field, Lane Thomas in center. Nick Lofton will bat 4th. Josh Rojas 5th. And then Drury, Newman, Diaz, and Cross against Roki, who continues to prepare to make his first big league start of the season. He'll have 2 more starts, you would suspect, before that, including tonight. And probably 1 in the Freeway Series. 2 from Roki. And he got him swinging. Chasing a cutter. Well, strikeout number 1 for Roki Sasaki. Ball had a little dip to it. Here's the 3-1. And that's inside, and he's walked Marte. If this was about 10 seasons ago, Marte might have second base stolen already. When he was a younger player, he could really run. But like anything else, age will get you. He'll lose a step here and there, but he can still play in the end. And the pitch to Thomas. Oh, there's got to be a strike. Yep, it is. Field down to Nick Lentz at first, and he says, yep, that's a strike.
It's just a hard pitch to track.
That's the splitter again.
Yeah, well,
or the fork.
Yeah, when it starts.
You catch Marte leaning the wrong way. Well, he'll come home. There goes Marte. Pitch swung on and drilled to left field. This will be playable for Jack Suwinski. He makes the catch. And the side retired, 1 man left. We go to the second inning, no score in Surprise.
Welcome back to Surprise, where Dave Roberts has a special guest sitting next to him in the dugout. So that is the University of Alabama's head football coach, Kalen DeBoer. So he actually joined Doc this morning. They went and played a round of golf, and this isn't their first time spending just hanging out on the sidelines together. So Dave actually back in November went down to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and spent the day, talked to the players.
Last week. Senzel grounds it to short, charged by Kevin Newman. He'll throw on to first for the out.
That's a big deal, though, when you're able to
have come on the hook. That's Sung Kim batting in the 8th spot, playing shortstop tonight. Now, Kim had just 1 hit in the W. And Kim lines it to left, and that's what he's looking for, and that's got something on it. He's going to round first and think about second. Big turn, now throws it into reverse.
Well, I like that. I like the swing, first of all, and then the fact that he challenged the outfielder, making that big hard turn.
Here's Sirota. He swings. He hits it down the right field line. Will it stay fair? Yes, it just stays fair. And that bounces up and over the wall at the 350 mark for a ground rule double.
That brings Kim back to third base.
Sirota out of Northeastern University. He's coached by Mike Glavin, the brother of Tom Glavin. On the Huntington Avenue campus in Boston.
He didn't waste any time either. The first pitch thrown to him, so we've got back-to-back go the opposite way. And displaying some pretty good power. Unfortunately for the Dodgers, the ball bounced out of play. Ball ruled dead, a double.
Sanchez kicks and fires. And a ground ball up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Kim scores. Here comes Sirota speeding around third. A 2-out, 2-run single for Andy Pages, and the Dodgers on the board 2-0.
Ball hits sharply, and
Kyle Tucker doubled his last time up, pops this one up to third. Nick Lofton in fair ground will make the catch. And the side retired. Dodgers get 2 runs on 3 hits, and after an inning and a half, lead it 2-0. Score big on authentic gear at MLBshop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies. We've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Dodgers. The official source for your Dodger gear. Whether it's Dodger blue or green tonight. Third inning. Espinal rushing and Freeland face Aaron Sanchez in what we expect to be his final inning of work. And a strike to Espinal. The last half inning we were talking about signs, and that's one thing we always like to talk about in the baseball season. You know, especially signs from third. And sometimes signs from the dugout. I mean, on any given pitch, you know, you got the bench coach maybe giving signs to the catcher on how to control the running game. You've got third base coach giving signs to the hitters. You've got catcher giving external signs on how they might play a first and third situation. All kinds of signs. Espinal reaches for the curve. 1-2.
It's like when catchers go out in front of home plate and they're pointing and they're going through different signs. Are they going to throw through to second base? Who's going to cover?
And the pitch. And you can have verbal signs. I know you were telling me you've had that. You can yell a guy's number. You can give him his initials. You can call him by his first name. That can all mean different things. You can go through a whole series of hand signs, and just some verbal sign might be your go, right?
Yeah, I've told the story before. When Danny Ozark was the third base coach for the Dodgers, there were a couple of us that, and this is when catchers, some would set up really early inside or outside for that matter. Talking about even maybe before the pitcher was actually into the windup.
Espinal looks at strike 3. A little cutter from Aaron Sanchez.
And so here was the point. If the catcher's sitting inside Why should the hitter be the only guy in the ballpark that is not aware of it? You're not stealing signs. You're looking. Everyone in the ballpark can see where the catcher is setting up. You're not stealing the sign to the pitcher. But for Ozark, and this is a game of nicknames. Just about everybody has a nickname that plays baseball.
Rushing down the left field side, but it is going to be gone. That's a home run. Wow, it stayed fair. Looked like it was going to slice foul, but it tucked right inside the foul pole. And Dalton Rushing is his third home run of the spring. And the Dodgers extend their lead 3-0.
Before he drew the walk in the first inning, he had one really good swing. Well, this is now two really good swings in the game. The Dodgers are hoping that he understands, hey, look, you don't have to try and pull the ball all the time to hit it out. You're going the opposite way and hit it out.
Wow. That's close. I mean, he's lucky he didn't hit. Well, not lucky. Wouldn't have mattered if he hit the foul screen. It still would have been a home run, but that one just missed the foul screen.
So back to the story about catchers that are setting up inside a little bit more. Well, I wanted to know if the catcher's coming inside. Why? You don't come inside softly with pitches. You're normally boring down. Or it could be a slider. Most of the time it's going to be a fastball. Game of nicknames. So normally Danny Ozark would call you by your nickname. Unless he saw the catcher sitting inside early, and then he would call you by your given name.
Freeland grounds to short. 2 men out.
So I knew if he said, hey, come on, Mo, the catcher was not sitting inside, not way inside. If you said, come on, Rick, I knew the catcher was inside. Did it help? Well, if anything else, it helped us from a mental standpoint. We thought we had an edge. Now, what you did with that pitch, if it was in fact there, was up to you.
Sanchez pitching to Senzel. 0-1 to Nick.
Conversely, however, if you're a runner at second base and you're going to signal to your hitter that the catcher's sitting inside or outside, that is frowned upon.
Yeah, you're kind of exposed at second base. The fact
I mean, you're not stealing
signs.
the signs. But again, if the catcher's going to take the liberty to sit inside or outside really, really early.
And Senzel goes down on 3 pitches, strikes out on a curveball. Dalton Rushing going oppo and tucking it inside the left field foul pole. Gives the Dodgers a 3-0 lead. So Hiroki Sasaki re-entering the game to start the bottom of the 4th inning. Brandon Drury, the DH, will lead off. And he throws one by him for a strike. So,
yeah, keep him guessing.
And Drury strikes out on that same pitch. The thing got him. That'll be the 4th strikeout for Hiroki tonight.
Well, that thing's got some movement. It also has a little bit of velocity.
Stroke to left center field. That'll be down for a hit. Cut off by Paez on 2 hops, and he gets it in quickly with a good throw to keep the runner at first. So Newman with a single. That one is well hit to left field, deep down the line, and that ball is way gone over the bullpen. A 2-run home run by the pinch hitter Tresh, and it's 3-2. And the pitch that was hit was a fastball.
And not great location.
And Cross swings and strikes out. Good fastball, 98. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Roki.
Button your shirt, take a good rip.
He did.
That's up about shoulder high.
Ground ball right back to Roki. Nothing wrong with the legs now as he takes it himself to first. Well, 2 runs into the home run by Luca Tresh, but the Dodgers still ahead by 1. Score your back-to-back world champions hoodie Monday, March 30th when the Guardians come to play the Dodgers. First 40,000 receive a hooded sweatshirt courtesy of Bank of America. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions. Here's Ben Kasparias, 6th appearance this spring. 8 strikeouts in 5 1/3 innings pitched. And he's facing Lane Thomas with the tying run in scoring position, nobody out. Kasparias 3-1 to Lane Thomas. And he walked him. And again, another ball pops out of the glove of Rushing.
Rushing may need a tire pressure gauge.
22 walks combined in that game. Out of right center field. And that is caught by Tucker. Both runners will advance. There's one out. Marte down to third. Thomas to second. Up and in under the chin. And the bases are full of Royals. 2 walks for Kasparias. Bases are loaded. Just trying to think of one. Here's the pitch. And a bounding ball toward third. That's going to be charged by Senzel. Throws across to first to get the out, but a run comes in to tie the game. Marte scores. What's to say? And the pitch. Got him on the inside corner with a fastball. 1 run comes in. And after 5 full, it's the Dodgers 3, Royals 3. (3-3) the Dodgers and Kansas City, bottom of the 7th. It's a nice shirt right there, Mo, huh? Now Alex Vesia will take over. Tanner Scott, pretty good inning. Gave up 2 hits, but struck out 2, no runs. Some changes for the Dodgers defensively. Lofton, the third baseman for Kansas City. And he drills the first pitch into left for a base hit. So you got Ryan Fitzgerald out there. Nice Irish name, right? So Peyton Wilson, the pinch runner. And he goes down to second, and he's going to be safe. Stolen base for Wilson. Now the pitch. Hit up in the air to right down the line. Long run for Cole Myers. He'll make the catch. Runner will tag and head to third base. Cut off by Hassan Kim. Wilson gets to third. And then they went to the ABS. Strike 3 called. Vesia strikes him out with a fastball.
Being talked about.
There's a line shot into right field, and the Royals will take the lead. It's 4-3 Kansas City. Wilson comes in to score on the hit by Newman. The 7th. First ball swinging, pops it up near the third base dugout. Fitzgerald giving it a look, and Fitzgerald will make the catch right at the rail. (4-3) Kansas City heading to the 8th. Good crowd on the St. Patrick's Day night, enjoying themselves out on the green grass, the emerald green grass. Quintero at the plate for the Dodgers. So Eduardo Quintero, another young player. That's a guarantee. And Fitzgerald hits one well to right field. This one headed back. It's going to be off the top of the wall. Quintero is going to get waved around third. Here comes the relay. It'll going to be late. Head first slide. He's safe to tie the game at 4. And into third is Fitzgerald.
Tell you what, that ball took off that Fitzgerald hit. It's like it didn't want to come down. That's a good swing. He had some backspin, obviously, on that baseball. Then it goes back and hits the wall. Center fielder a little late in coming over. We talked about Quintero being able to run, and you don't look at him as a guy and say, well, he was. That ball must have had some backspin.
Rushing out on strikes. One away. Kyle Nevin will hit now. And a slowly hit ground ball. Contact play. Fitzgerald is going to be tagged out.
Well, it's a gamble. And, you know, the coach will tell you ahead of time, look, you're going to go on
Cole Myers, 25 years of age. 9th round pick by the Dodgers 2 years ago. And he strikes out looking at a fastball here. And the Dodgers fail to get the go-ahead run across. They do manage to tie it. And we go to the bottom of the 8th, 4-4. Down, they might even have a hot dog. First ball swinging. This ball's hit well by Sawinski, and that ball's gone over the hill in right center. And Jack Sawinski gives the Dodgers the lead in the top of the 9th. Boy, did he lay into this baseball.
We get a look at it. Just watch the swing. Watch the barrel of the bat and track it. Oh, he went down and got it. Had some backspin, up, and away, and it flies out of here.
I mean, he really squared it up. I mean, he almost hit it over the second fence. 460. Worked his way up through the Phillies system. And he walks Damon Keith. Now, like his son Kim, Keith has really good speed on the bases.
It's impressive when you look at that swing. Not because he hit the home run, but you know, if he can do it more consistently and make the contact.
And a base hit for Wagner, and Kim flies around third. He'll score. The Dodgers extend the lead 6-5, 6-4.
Yeah, we'll refer to it. Well, if you'd had the ABS.
Yeah, kind of getting out of that mode. This one popped up to shallow center as Tolbert broke back, comes in. And too shallow to advance. So he swings. It's a high drive to right. This ball headed back and is gone. And Zavala hits a grand slam. The first pitch to Seby Zavala produces 4 runs. Opposite field home run for Seby. 10-4.
Well, he didn't waste any time either. First offering was to his liking. So we've been tracking bat paths. Well, watch this swing. It was almost like a little double clutch. He made the adjustment to a breaking ball, and boy, did he ever make an adjustment.
Venezuela beat the United States in the final for their first ever WBC title. One-two, a little bouncing ball past the mound, but that's scooped up by second baseman Kaiser, who steps on the bag. For the force out that retires the side. Seby Zavala with the big swing, a grand slam, makes it 10-4. Down to less than a handful of games in Arizona. Giants tomorrow afternoon. Shohei Ohtani will start on the mound for the Dodgers, 1 o'clock. That's a radio TV simulcast on SNLA and AM 570. Friday night, the Padres. And then Saturday, 11 a.m. They're going to try to beat most of the Heat. Here's Cam Day trying to wrap things up. Dodgers need 3 outs, leading 10-4. Tyler Gentry will be the batter for Kansas City. And he chased. Strikes him out. High fastball. About 98. Kick and the 2-2 offer. In the air to right, well hit, going back after it. Myers, he's at the track and makes the catch, running toward the wall. Oh, Cole Myers, good jump on the ball. Perfect route to it. And this one hit hard to left field. And that is going to be caught. That's the ball game. And Kalen DeBoer, the head coach of the Crimson Tide of Alabama, shaking hands with Dave Roberts. Roll Tide tonight, and the Dodgers rolled over the Royals. A 10-4 score. Quintero with a nice catch to end the game for the Dodgers. So 10-4, the final on St. Patrick's evening in Surprise, Arizona. Join us tomorrow on Sportsnet LA and AM 570 for the radio TV simulcast. Dodgers and Giants at 1 o'clock. Shohei Ohtani on the mound. For Rick Monday and Kirsten Watson, I'm Tim Neverett. Thanks for watching. Now, stay tuned for Access Sports.